Hey everybody, welcome to UltraChenTV. I'm James Chen, aka jchensor, and just gonna be doing some Johnny training today. I actually, I played Guilty Gear against some people for the first time really in a long time and almost ever. It was really pretty much the second only real time that I played against people at Wednesday Night Fights last week, and predictably I got destroyed, right? So there was definitely some matches that I was having problems with, and I wasn't, used to my combo routes and everything like that, so I just wanted to jump in training mode and practice some Johnny stuff. Now, here's the thing. I've done this a lot. This is what I always do. I'm always jumping into training mode, and I'm always practicing combos and everything like that. I've never streamed it before. I've never streamed my real training sessions because I'm worried that my real training sessions look boring and they're going to be repetitive. It's literally me doing the same things over and over and over and over and over again, almost to the point of like some people just might be sitting here going like, my God, are you not bored yet, James? But here's the thing, right? I mean, I'm not the only one that does this. A lot of top players do this to practice these games and to get good at them. So I actually asked on Twitter recently if people would be interested in watching me do a hardcore training session. And a lot of people said yes. They wanted to see how I approached a hardcore training session, and so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that. I'm going to do some training here. I might not interact with the chat all that much because that's how hardcore training sessions work. You're just always kind of focused on what you're trying to do, just trying to learn stuff. And so it's not going to be as interactive as other streams that I've done before. I will still look at the chat from time to time, try to answer some questions. So it could kind of almost be a Q&A session while I'm doing this hardcore training. And the reason why I call it hardcore training as opposed to other forms of training is because I've done training mode stuff here before where I talk about my mindset, where I'm like, okay, I'm trying to figure out this, I try to do all this stuff, but for me, I'm actually I like doing this stuff, so I'm gonna be just doing the same thing over and 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 over again, and I'm not gonna be talking about quite what it is that I'm trying to do as much. Maybe I'll try to, because that's on me to be a good streamer. I want to also be able to discuss things I'm talking about while I'm doing what I normally do. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna mess with some Johnny. Now, what I found when I was playing at Wednesday Night Fights, what I always do here with Johnny, okay, so one of the key things, God, this color is so sick. Even though blue is my favorite color, and I know me and David always go back and forth on the red and blue thing, this red color for Johnny is sick. I do like this purplish one. This is a standard blue one that's pretty good. This is a good blue color here. But I'm telling you, man, this red Johnny is really sick. That white trim is ridiculous. So what I'm going to do, sorry, Katy Perry, I actually sent out a tweet and I was like, oops, I forgot to update the title, and then I quickly shut off the stream and restarted it. So so here's the thing, whenever I do training mode with Johnny, what you should do almost every single time, especially in Guilty Gear. Most other fighting games, I would actually say to test your training mode on yourself, because that way you can record the dummy to do a bunch of stuff and you can test it back, etc., etc. However, Guilty Gear is a unique game in which that all of the different characters have different weights, they have different hurt boxes, and your combo routes are actually very varied between characters. So what I usually do here is I usually do random select, and then whatever character I get, it's like, alright, let's learn some combo routes. Now, in general, in Guilty Gear, there is 3 main categories, which are light characters, such as Mei, Jam, Milia. There's medium characters, which are Sol, Kai, Sin. Then there's heavy characters, which are going to be Bedman, Potemkin, Johnny himself. There's technically kind of a fourth category, which is Venom, because nothing works on Venom, and he's really, really irritating to do combos on. But what I actually found out was that I was having trouble with the light characters. I've done training mode against light characters. I forgot what all my combo routes were, and so I was dropping a whole bunch of stuff when I was playing at the esports arena at Wednesday Night Fights and casual matches. So what I'm going to do here, I was fighting against Amelia. I kept dropping all my combos. So I'm going to practice against Amelia here. So just to make sure, I love this outfit here. Just to make sure that I know what my Johnny combo routes are. So again, if you guys have just tuned in, what I'm doing here, if you notice the title, I've called it Hardcore Training Session. The reason why I called it Hardcore Training Session is because I'm going to be doing a lot of training here, and I might not be interacting with the chat as much. I might not actually be explaining what I'm trying to do or what I'm thinking as much. I'm going to try to as I do it. But also, I wanted to show people what it looks like when I'm doing hardcore training. Most of the time when you've seen me in training mode on stream before, it's always been kind of a casual thing. I'm like, oh, let me test these buttons here. But now what I'm just trying to do is perfect my muscle memory, learn my combos and such. So what I want to show is what that looks like. What it looks like when you see a player going hardcore and doing combos like this, right? So I'm starting at level 2 here. I know that whenever I got into the corner here and started doing combos on Milia, I would end up dropping it because that would miss. So what I want to learn now is what my combo route is to make sure that that actually connects. So I'm just going to be practicing that, and so I'm going to start up here and do some training, and you'll see what it looks like when I get into this training mode funk. Now, again, I'm a special breed in that I love training mode. I can do this for hours. I can do the same combo for hours and hours and hours, and I never have a problem with that. And it's always fun, and I never get bored of it. So, you're going to see that. You're going to see that, and it might not be the most exciting stream ever, but again, it'll be interesting for you guys to see how I'm kind of doing a few of these things. Now, I will try to, yes, actually, Nugava is talking about it. He's talking about music and such, and so is TJ the composer. He's actually talking about teaching music. The interesting thing is, okay, so Lobster Town actually says there are 4 categories of weight: light, medium, heavy, and super heavy. But music, I used to learn piano when I was younger. I hated it, but it taught me how to practice. And to the point where later on in my life, after I stopped doing piano lessons after like less than a year, few years later I just picked it up again on my own. But because I already had some piano background, I started playing piano a little bit and trying to learn songs myself. And musical background, in my opinion, is one of the key factors to people being good or not at training mode and enjoying training mode. David, for example, hates combos, doesn't like execution. He just tweeted recently he likes to play in whichever way possible that he doesn't have to practice things. That also goes along with the fact that he doesn't like rhythm games, right? He doesn't like playing Rock Band. He has no interest in Guitar Hero and such like that. And nothing about that surprises me. Desk, the combo video god, is the most amazing bass player. If you guys don't know, there are videos of him on YouTube where he's playing bass guitar and he is sick. And so there's no surprise to me that he's amazing at execution. Learning execution is having that musical background is very instrumental in learning combos. And it also teaches you rhythm too. The reason why one frame links weren't as bad as for me is because I learned combos like as a musical rhythm. So, again, you're going to see me sitting here doing this for hours. I could do this for hours and hours and hours, like same 3 combos over and over again. You might see that. So what I'm going to try to do is a little bit of a compromise. I'll talk about anything that comes to my mind that's really important that I do want to talk about. But also, If you want to instrumental, that was an unintentional pun. If you guys do want to ask me a question, type at jchensor in the chat. I'll glance over once in a while, and I will see if I can answer any questions that you guys may have on my practice routine, or just thoughts on Guilty Gear and such in general. So, level 2. So first of all, one thing I want to mention is that there are character-specific settings. I can start myself at level 2, so that every time, like if I do this, obviously I lose it, so everything's back to normal, but every time I reset the screen, I'm at level 2 again. So that's kind of nice here, so I can actually do stuff. So again, if you have some questions, feel free to type at jchensor in the chat, but otherwise, I'm going to start some training here, and you're going to see what it looks like when I start doing training, and how much I zone out, and just go into this training mode over and over and over again. So here we go. So now what I'm thinking is I want to do the Zweihander later, because she wall bounces, so she reels for a long time. That's too high up. Let's try taking out some buttons, but still ending with dust. There we go, perfect. So kick dust works. Okay. Then yeah, so on, so on. Okay, so here we go. Cool, so it loops into itself. Perfect. Jump castle dust stance dust. Oh, really? So Dot Nova says if I do jump dust, misfinder cancel. Oh no, jump dust, jump slash, jump cancel, jump dust stance, jump dust. Oh, okay. So he's saying do. So what I'm trying to do is like that. So I'm trying to do that. See, now I'm just trying to get it built into my muscle memory, so I know to try to do that. So I'm not going to try the whole combo until I get this burned into my muscle memory. Like so. Oh, I thought that was static. It's the firework in the background. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. I did the old thing. That is my muscle memory coming back against me. No, okay, okay, okay. It's just jump cancel. Don't do kick dust. Just do dust. Just do dust. Like that. So, slash, jump cancel, dust, feint, dust into thing. Ah! Ah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, that's so cool. Okay. Oh, okay. Too fast, maybe? Too fast? Yeah. Sweet. There we go. Oh shoot, I forgot they die in training mode. Oh, wow. Alright. So if people are just tuning in, wondering what's going on, I'm doing a hardcore training session, trying to see if I can learn combos on light characters with Johnny right now. Again, the reason why I call this a hardcore session is because I'm just showing you what I actually do in training mode and how much like muscle memory, repetition over and over and over again to do these combos. And you see right there, even though you can't technically do what I just did because I didn't have infinite resources or whatever, just gonna keep doing it, making sure that I can burn everything into my muscle memory. Again, if you have any questions that you want, and actually Yams and Jams is absolutely right. He says now do it on the other side, and that is 100% correct. You should learn to do every combo on both sides, because if you don't, that's very, very bad. You need to learn that kind of stuff. That's very, very important. Because you're going to get used to it on one side, and you're just like, doo-doo-doo, and that's not really going to help you very much. Do they have a side? They don't have a side thing, do they? Like what side you're going to be on, right? That's fine. Now, the fortunate thing about me, the thing about me is I've gotten to this point now that really the side doesn't bother me. It's what the combo is in my brain. If I can burn the combo in my brain, I can usually do it regardless of what side it is. It's really interesting. I never used to be like this. I've actually gotten better at execution recently, that I find when I practice a combo on one side, I can translate it to the other side pretty smoothly. That was never the case before. That actually took me many years, and I'm actually better at it now than I used to be. But it's still good to practice because, like I said, not everybody is like this. Not everybody is amazing and special like me at execution. So, but yeah. Oh, assign controller, right? You can do it that way. So Dot Nova says you wouldn't get into the habit of doing Roman cancel Bacchus Sai because of the nerf. Which? Oh, right, yeah. So you're just talking about the fact that that if they block it, they stagger instead, or are you saying that I should do once I knock them down, once I actually do get the, whoops, once I do get the one hit, what's the best way to do it? If you want to get used to doing air jump cancels, where is Charles Lee? Asks, how do people get used to doing air jump cancels? Please go look up on youtube.com/UltraChenTV. There is a video called Guilty Gear Xrd Revelator. So it was my fun pun name for it, Xrd. And the first episode of that, I covered jump cancels and ways to make jump cancels a lot easier to deal with than if you're not accustomed to them, why you have problems with jump cancels. I actually go through a whole long thing where I talk about hit stop and how to make jump cancels a lot easier. So, okay, coin 2S to get level 3, right. Okay, so that's basically what people do instead. So they do... like that. So now I get the level 3 off of that. And so do people not actually do Mistfinder traps anymore? They just get the level 3 so they can do the damage later on, right? Is that basically the idea of it? And yeah, now I'm gonna do old school combos. Yay! I'm doing those are Guilty Gear XX combos because I miss jump install. I miss jump install combos. I'm sad that jump install combos aren't useful anymore. Oops. Oh wow. I miss jump install combos. I mean, the thing about it is, this still does the most damage. See, right there, that was 232 damage, but, yeah, you don't see him with Johnny as much, exactly. It makes me sad. That was, like, my favorite combo, the one where you did the, blue cancel, the FRC, into that whole funky combo up there. That was, like, one of my favorite combos. You don't do it as much, because now, what you actually do is more... that. So that's kind of the stuff that you do a little bit more now. Yeah, Chip uses them a little bit more. They don't do Mistfinder, but I have seen them do OTG coin for meaty pressure setup and leveled up Mistfinder. Yeah, they don't do Bakusai, yeah. Oops. Shouldn't do that. Okay, I'm actually too close. What's a better follow-up there? If you're that close, do 2K coin. Oh, yeah, you're right. Jump, in this game, I might not tackle net play, but I do want to invite a bunch of people over to play this game with me. KOF, I will 100% tackle netcode because everyone says the netcode is really good. Whoops, what the hell is that? So I can do... Oh man, she flipped. That was too much hit stun. Well, thank you for my clean inputs. Thank you for noticing my clean inputs. Yeah, exactly. The thing is not very good. KOF is out. I've already played a couple of times. What is the best? What is the best thing? I forgot what I want to do. What the hell? What am I doing wrong? I don't have time for that? What happens if I'm closer to the corner? Yeah, see, that's the problem. Now I have to adjust it here. What's the combo route now? Do in this situation here? Actually, you know what? What you do in this situation is probably... No, I'm still too far. Okay. Backstep, coin, punch, mist finder. Oh! So you just do, Thank you for that, Dot Nova. That's really, really cool. Okay. So you just have to add an extra loop to push yourself back away a little bit. Whoops. I keep forgetting what I'm supposed to do. But see, this is why you do hardcore training mode, because I forget what I'm supposed to do, and so you burn it into your brain. That's so cool. See, that's the thing, is like I do that combo, and it's just fun, and I just want to keep doing that combo over and over and over again. Because that's just how my brain works. backstep. Oh, a coin missed. That sucks, friend or foe. I'm really sorry about that. That sucks. Coin missed again. Coin missed again. Just do coin. Omit the second 5p. Oh, just do coin miss finder. Okay. Ah, but the coin misses. The coin misses. What can I do about that? Yeah, Johnny's combos do look cool. And they feel good too, just because of all the crazy... That's not gonna work. Shadow Boy. I mean, the reason why I have trouble with KOF executions is because I have no experience with KOF, and some of the codes are a little bit different and such, and it's just mindset. I've been doing Johnny combos forever, especially misfinder cancels. If I just played KOF a little bit more, I'll get used to it. Execution in one game doesn't translate into execution in other games instantaneously. The ability to get good at the execution does. The actual execution does not translate over right away because games have different systems, they have different timings, they have different feels. And that's the thing, a lot of people have actually told me, like, I will never learn execution. I'll never be good at execution. I actually believe that I can get you good at execution. Like, I actually feel like, because the thing is, I'm not a graceful person, I'm a klutz. I break things, I'm not graceful at all, I can't dance, you know, all these other kind of things like that. However, I am very good at execution, and it's not necessarily because my fingers are great, it's because I approach execution from a very scientific method. I'm always like, why does this work? What is it about this game? How did they design this game so that this combo will work? And I've done this even before I was a programmer. So, yeah, exactly. KOF stores inputs. Everything is different from game to game. So, execution doesn't necessarily mean I can do something in one game and immediately jump to the other game. For example, like Mortal Kombat, if I want to do strings into cancels, it's different because you have to dial in the chains a little bit faster and you have to cancel before the hit hits instead of when the hit hits, etc., etc. It's very different from game to game, but I like that. I love that, in fact, because I like learning all sorts of different kinds of execution. That's not comboing. take too long when I walk backwards. Oh, what's the secret here? What's good, Fantocaxel? Fantocaxel. Fantocaxel. What's going on? Oh, it did work. Oh, did that work? No, I missed. It missed. Dang it, dang it, dang it. What's up, EC Wolfify? EC Wolfify, sorry. What's going on, Panda Banana? Or Panda Man. Panda Banana. Panda Banana. Fanto XL. Okay. Wait. Fanto. Wait, you just the COD doesn't do anything? Fantoca XL? Some people may be wondering why I was told earlier. So what I was doing was this. Like that. I was throwing in a punch and I was told to omit the punch. People might be wondering why that's the case. The reason why you omit the punch is because it changes the scaling. The punch adds a lot of damage scaling to it. So it's probably better not to do that. Hang on, guys. One thing I will say too is that when you do combo training, you get very warm. At least I do. So I'm gonna have to turn on the air conditioner. So backdash coin, Zweihander dash 2K coin. What the heck? After Misfiner, I can do backdash coin, Zweihander dash 2K. What the heck are you talking about? So you're saying I can do backdash coin Zweihander. Oh, I see what you're saying. Got it. So you're saying just do this. But try to get it to hit once. I missed it. I had it. I'm not doing it fast enough. Like so, into coin, into fun stuff here. I would love to enter some Guilty Gear tournaments. So what would I do off of that? Thank you on complimenting the crisp inputs. Damn, where's my backdash? It worked anyway, but not how I wanted it. Okay, so I can do that modification, which makes it significantly easier. Like so. Okay, that time I got to hit with the coin. Why? Why did it work that time? So I can get it to hit with the coin. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I don't know, let's see. Yeah, I think so, because the coin is too close. Yeah, because the coin is too close in this particular situation. I think the key is I need to jump earlier when I dash jump, because the dash jump, it feels like I'm supposed to get really close, but I don't actually have to because it still works from over there. So I think that's what it is. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Why 5K instead of /? That's a good question. Let's find out. No reason then, Death 13. I should be doing that. That is absolutely what I should be doing. Ah, but muscle memory. You see how muscle memory can play on a person, and God. See how, like, because I'm changing that one piece, it's messing up my whole combo, but I absolutely should be doing it. It is the right thing to do. There we go. So level 3, but I'm a little further away to be able to do something, so you can probably just like try to lock her down and then... Oops. What was I trying to do? Now see, the interesting thing is now I'm going back to the first combo I did. Because I want to make sure I still remember how to do it. of showing up in tournaments, Muffin Man, where are you at Wednesday Night Fights, man? Gotta play some ST. Gotta come back. ST. Dude, where James Chen is actually mad? You obviously haven't searched for me on YouTube before. That's so fun. So, for those people that have just showed up on and watching this right now, if you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I really wanted to come into the lab and practice some Johnny combos. Now, what's going on, JKB? So what I'm trying to do here is practice some Johnny combos. I played last week. I got bodied. It was like first or second time essentially that I've played against people in Revelator, and so I got bodied. And one of the people that blew me up was Milia. I was dropping a bunch of combos because I didn't know my combo routes on the lighter characters. So I decided to come in training mode and practice and test it up. Now, the thing is, a lot of people I've never streamed my hardcore training before. And a lot of reasons why is because I think it's boring. You're just watching me do the same combo over and over and over and over again. And it's like, there's nothing exciting about it. However, one of the things that a lot of people who are trying to get into fighting games, who want to get serious about fighting games, don't realize is how much training mode really comes into play, especially if you want to practice. Now, if you're someone like David who doesn't like to practice, you'll be able to find certain characters and you'll practice setups instead. You won't be doing combos. But you can find certain characters that fit that. Johnny is not such a character. Johnny needs a lot of execution, a lot of work. So, what I'm doing right now is that I am showing what it looks like when you do hardcore training. I asked Twitter last time if people wanted to see that, and they said yes, we want to see what it looks like when you do hardcore training. So that's what I'm doing right now. So you can see exactly what it looks like when you're trying to do something like this. That time I didn't dash forward enough. Let's try something else. Let's try practicing something else. And I'm going to practice what's basically probably the hardest thing to do with Johnny. Yeah, I don't like the extra coin either, Death13, but I'm not sure if there's a better way to solve that problem. But yeah, you gotta use 3 coins that way, which is not good. Okay, so what's the path after I land that? Isn't it better to dash around and combo instead of combing down? Yes, actually, 2CGN or 2GGN. That is absolutely true. That is the best way to practice combos, which is why sometimes when you saw me, I was actually doing this, for example. Whoops. I would do this combo. Whoops. I can't do this combo anymore. Which is why I would do, I was doing that into, what I was doing was a misfiner, and then coin, and then I would do the combo again. I wanted to see how many times I could do it back to back, which is a different way to do it. So I was doing this. Which is basically forcing me to do it twice in a row under different circumstances. So it's a different way to make it, 2C, okay. It's a different way to force yourself to learn all these different habits and such. Work is the worst. It's the way it always gets in the way. But yeah, muscle memory is honestly the key to a lot of this stuff. And yeah, at some point you're like, I hate having to worry about muscle memory and all this stuff like that. But it's really important. Now, the interesting thing about Ayah. My Chinese is showing. But the nice thing about it is, for me, I mean, the dashing around and making sure that you're starting combos in different ways is really important, especially if you're just learning the game. But once you've actually played the games a lot, there's a certain level of muscle memory that you're actually built into it. But for me, it is important because this is Guilty Gear, and if this was Street Fighter, I wouldn't have to worry about that as much. But for Guilty Gear, for me personally, yeah, I would actually have to worry about it really badly. But what am I trying to do here? Sorry, I'm like thinking two things at the same time. But for the most part, I'm just trying to make sure I have my combo routes down. And I'm pretty used to the execution now. One of the problems here is, okay, so it still works off of my jump attack. Okay, cool. So can I do this then? What is the... Whoops. Okay, so that doesn't work anymore. So after I do too many hits in the air, I can't do it. Okay, so if I do 2 hits in the air, it works. Okay, if I do 3 hits, that sends, you notice I got pushed too far away, so I come out with far slash instead of close slash. So I really should, do 2 hits, but you just don't get the overhead as fast. That's the only thing I don't like about that. not getting the air dash. Why am I not getting the air dash? Why? The only thing I don't like about that one is because you don't get as many hits. I mean the slash is too. It's, I don't know if that will overhead as well. So like in other words, if I set her to crouching. Oh, crouching fierce stands, but it doesn't matter. It's not a combo anyway. Yeah, see, that's not gonna work at all. That's terrible. I should not do that. Yeah, after 3 hits in the air, you Gatling into 2D instead. Just take the damage and get a knockdown instead of less damaging different combo. Okay, so basically you do. Right. Okay. So just get the knockdown basically, and then get pressure instead. So. Ooh. Interesting. There's actually. Oh, that's so weird. Stupid tiny Milia. Stupid tiny Milia. What about kick, punch, slash? Ay, ay, ay. 真的是这样。Man, that's tough. Can use up the level 2, but I think the pick has to be close slash coin, close slash air combo. Yeah. Oh, instead of close heavy, do close slash. Okay, let's see what happens. Oops. What the hell? Way faster than I have to than the H into it. I have to delay that slash a little. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Yeah, you're right. I can do 3. I can do 3. Oh, the rage of Milia's specific combos. Nice. I like it. Ooh. Okay, now she can flip out of that. So I should probably just do. Ah! Doing the combo too late. I have to do it faster than that. Yeah. Whoops. Okay, that was super fast that time. Oh, it missed. Okay, delay it a little bit. Delay it a little bit. You can dash 3 times? Really? On a level 3? Well, if I dash properly. God. Dude, I am the worst dasher in the world right now all of a sudden. Alright, forget it. Why does that miss sometimes? Slash, 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 slash. Why does that miss sometimes? Is it a distance thing? No, it's not a distance thing. No! No! Why does that miss? I need to figure out why that misses. I gotta delay a little bit, delay a little bit. No! Okay, so if I'm too close, the punch sometimes whiffs, which is why I switch to kick. If I'm far away, oh my god, the punch just whiffs sometimes. Okay, so I do have to start with kick. Yes, 2C, GN, Johnny requires a lot of practice. It's one of the reasons why I like him. Yeah, see, I delayed the Zweihander and it actually worked that time. So, do jump dust stance / jump cancel dust dust. Yeah, I was trying to do that earlier on that combo, but it looked like they flipped out. Oh, okay, so I do have time. Okay. So I can go with the standard route then. The standard route works. Dang it. I started it with punch. I didn't want to start it with punch. Why does that miss? Why does that miss? So that does work. Okay, cool. So that combo path does work. First time I tried it, they flipped out. I just thought that it wasn't fast enough anymore. Now I just need to figure out why that misses. The Umahara Cup? What's the Umahara Cup? Am I just unaware of what's coming up? Is there something that Daigo's gonna do where he's just gonna go nuts or something? So, for those people who have just tuned in and wondering what's going on, what am I doing here, just want to remind everyone again that I am doing hardcore training. As you can see, this is actually how I do training mode, where I just sit here and try these things over and over and over and over and over and over again. Neo Kevlar, if I played online, I would get destroyed. It doesn't even matter that I can do all these combos. You have to learn how to land them and everything. Guilty Gear is so much about the neutral game. But yeah, I'm doing this stream right now because I'm just trying really hard to show people what hardcore training mode looks like. And showing you, you can see that I'm just doing the same combo like 17,000 times in a row, and it might look boring, but this is kind of what you have to do if you want to get really good at fighting games. It's something that some people don't like. And you can avoid it in ways by playing the right characters. So if you don't like practicing combos, if you don't like crazy finger execution, Johnny is not the character for you. Do not play Johnny. Like, there are definitely characters out there that has a lot more. Let's see. Offense is important, but how much time do you spend in practicing defense in fighting games? That's what online is for. That's where you go online and you learn to practice and learn how to fight against other people. So the thing about it is, training mode like this is just so you know what you're supposed to do once you go into battle. You have an idea what you want to do with your character. Then when you go into battle, you start fighting against all these other characters. There's the Bedman all of a sudden, there's a Ramlethal, there's Amelia, and you're like, I don't know how to fight any of these characters. And so, yeah, you're going to get bodied for a while, and that's okay. That's okay. Losing is fine online. Points are just a number. It's really about learning, and so you just learn the defense, and when you see someone do something crazy against you, if you can't replicate it to test it out in training mode, then what you do is you go to Twitter and try to message some people and see if they can help you. So there's a lot of people out there. Kick, punch, kick. Oh, okay. Okay. Got it. Okay. Makes sense. Oops, I'm supposed to do slash in that case. What am I doing? Why is that miss? There we go. Perfect. Okay. Thank you, K. Kumar, for always giving me all these messages here and letting me know the proper routes and everything. I should have remembered that one. Of course. Off of level 3, this is basically child's play. Oops. Where am I? Can't you air dash after that? Yeah, it is a little bit tough when you try to jump to Guilty Gear. Because the thing about Guilty Gear versus Street Fighter is when you play Street Fighter, this is what you're worried about right here, is this space. But once you start playing Guilty Gear, now you have to worry about this space, this space, this space, that space, this space, this space, and like people are just doing all sorts of things. So the difference between Guilty Gear and Street Fighter largely comes from the attack routes. So Street Fighter, the attack routes are going to come from two places. Right here in the front, so let's say you're Milia, the attacks are going to come from the front and the attacks are going to come from jumping. In Guilty Gear, the attacks are going to come from front. They're going to come from front from really far away, too. It's not going to hit you low from this far away. They're going to come from instant air dashing. Like so. You're going to have instant air dashing offense. You're going to have jump, double jump attacking. You're going to have, oh, here we come, do this other thing. Or I can jump and then back jump. Or I can back jump and then air dash and come at you. I can even do something like, whoops, I can even do something like this. And hit you. Ooh, she's crouching. Something like this, you know, and then I have to figure out what to do off of that, etc., etc. So that's the main difference, is you really have to understand all the attack paths that Street Fighter here. Is there a low starter after the instant air dash overhead? So what you do basically is just do that. So Muffin Man's asking, so obviously I have I have this overhead starter. So what's the mix-up then? If I ever hit you with this and start doing this, you're like, well, of course, I'm just going to stand block all the time. But you can also do just that. And so basically, you would probably just do, what's the chain off of this button? I could probably even do that too, but it's just going to be slower, so it's not going to be as good. So that would be the low starter right there. So yeah, that's an overhead right there. But I know you could do that into air dash, right? Because that's what I saw people do. They would do like boom into air dash. Oh, is it only off of level 2s and level 3s? Whoops. Oh, is it only level 3? Oh, you can do it off of level 2. So the reason why that's important is because if I switch the dummy to block everything, so now if I do this, she's obviously going to block. But if she's level 2 and I have a Mistfinder out, she can't block this anymore, but it staggers her. So if I do stagger recovery as quick as possible, stagger recovery, and I do this setup here and I do boom, I can't get any dash ups. So if I'm point blank and I get her to stagger with that, oops. Yeah, see, you can't even, wow. So if they shake recover as fast as possible, wow, that's really quick. Okay, well, quick as possible, most humans aren't going to be able to do. So let's try level 3 here. Oh, level 3 is still pretty fast, okay. Yeah, so basically what people have learned to do to counter that is they do Tiger Knee into air dash into combo you and catch the stagger. Now obviously it looks like you can shake out of it if you're just fast enough. Wow. But even level 1 stagger recovery is really fast. Alright, no stagger recovery. Fine, be that way. So then I'm going to be able to get the hit off of that. Or even if there is no stagger recovery on, just like how it is, even if I get him with this, like, you're not going to get as good of a combo as you want, but if you learn to Tiger Knee it, then you can get like a better combo in that situation. I don't know what the optimized combo is at this point in time. Okay, so what Keikomaru is saying, if they mash it all, they're gonna get out of it. So what you're hoping to do is catch them before they're ready. So basically you just do this and you're like, oh, I caught you off guard, and then you can get some combo off of it like so. But if they mash out of it, they're gonna get away from it. Which is fine by me because the miss mechanic is too good anyway, so if they nerf it like this, that's fine. I have no problems with that. I'm all good with that. But there are some sick setups where they've learned to do that into, where they've learned to do, you know, and then into like boom boom into the coin and stuff like that. So it's good stuff. Let's see here. Block setting none. Standing again. Oh, late air dash or 2H instant air dash. Mostly though, you need to Roman cancel it to get anything significant. Yes, that is the other option, of course. Ooh, and then I can do craziness. Okay, but again, what I want to practice is that combo. Yeah, game knowledge. See, that's the thing. Like, fighting games, really, there is game knowledge and there's the skill. And a lot of that helps. So even if I'm sitting here and I know all these awesome combos, but I just don't know the things that the other characters are going to do, I'm going to die anyway. I'm going to die anyway. Oh, that didn't work. That didn't work. Dude, I would love to go online and body people, but one, it's not going to happen, and two, because if I went online, I'd get body, and two, the netcode for this game isn't great right now. It's better if you do casual matches instead of ranked matches, but if I'm going to do casual matches, I would rather invite some people over and then play. Like, I'll invite, you guys saw Sanchez last week, or a couple of weeks ago, playing with me in KOF. I can invite him. He's really good at Guilty Gear. I can invite Choi Sauce. I can invite a bunch of people over to play. So I'll try to set up a casual session of Guilty Gear where you can watch us play locally. You can watch me basically get bodied by all these good players. This is probably one of the hardest combos in the game. And I'll explain why in just a second. Yes, I do, actually. Kizzy K is an amazing Johnny player. And I played him one time in a Johnny mirror match. And that did not go very well at all. I was just basically getting slaughtered all day. Wow, where's my double dash? my arm is just getting tired. Yeah, there are a lot of streamers for Guilty Gear. Ah, yeah, yeah. Dang it, I keep doing that too late. Yes, for sure. Take the time to stretch your hands a little bit. In fact, I'll do that right now. Hang on a second, I'll be right back.